Hi, I'm Marilyn San Clemente of Stamp with Marilyn, and welcome to my creative playground. Tonight, I'm going to show you how to use the new masks with oh my gosh, here we go. I don't remember the name of the whole suite. It's the Layers of Beauty stamp set, hand dyes, and there's masks that go with it. Um, so I think that the whole suite is called Layers of Beauty.
Sorry about that. I don't like it when it's the long way. It makes it harder. Okay. So these are some cards that I worked on today. I had a couple of classes this morning at a local senior center. So I came home and started playing with these masks a little bit. There's a lot more that I want to do. I tried to use some watercolor paper and um, a little bit of water and also a brush to color these, and it did not come out so well. Um, because I don't have a brush that's thin enough. I need a thinner brush. And then when I spritzed the paper, these leaves really ran. So that did not work so well. But I will get some good paint brushes. Next time I'm out, I need to go grab some good paintbrushes and work with those and see how that goes. So I tried this in a couple different colors this afternoon. I tried this in a couple of different colors this afternoon. For this one, I used Petal Pink. I used the new Peach Pie, Calypso Coral for this combination. And I used Daffodil Delight and Crushed Curry for the small flowers on the side there. And then I used Lemon Lime Twist and Granny Apple Green for the leaves on this one. On this one, I love this one. I used Pretty in Pink, um, Fresh Freesia, and Petunia Pop. And then on this one, I was hoping it would come out a little bit more red, but you really need three colors, or you have to, there's three layers to this mask, so for the flowers. So you either need three shades, or you could take one shade, like I could take Real Red and do it light and then do it a little bit darker. In fact, maybe I'll try that in a little bit. But so for this one, I used Poppy Parade. I used Real Red, and then I used the Cherry Cobbler. And then for these little flowers, I used the Petunia Pop off on the side. And then I used my Real Red blends to color the pearls, the iridescent pearls, which are one of my favorite jewels. You can see where I colored them. So, um, anyway, okay. So this is one very large stamp, and it looks like this. And this is the stamp set. Here we go. Layers of Beauty. It's got this one very large stamp. It has some words along with it. Happy anniversary, you make my heart smile. It has a couple of the little flowers and some leaves, some extra leaves and a couple of the little flowers. And then it has grateful for you and God bless you, which I really like that. I think that those are nice. We need more of these types of sentiments. So now what I found was I used gray granite to stamp my image, because if I use the Memento or another black StazOn, it would have been very, very dark, and I wanted a lighter shade. I wanted the shading, to be the star of this. I didn't want the stamped image to be the star. I did use the gray granite, and actually I like that. And you could go possibly a shade lighter by stamping this off a little bit too. So, oops, I'm off camera. I'm going to have to really watch that since I've got the long way tonight. So this is the Real Red. And this is one that I stamped. I stamped a couple of others. So I was going to try another color combinations. So the color combinations that I've used so far are the pinks the peaches and the reds, the real red. So I'm going to try some of the purples and see how that looks. Okay, that's the Layers of Beauty. Oh, I forgot to mention, these are the dies. This die cuts out the whole image, which is what I used for this, for the Pretty in Pink one. And this will cut out the smaller roses. Oops, yeah, it is this one. So it's this one. And so you can cut out some of the individual ones as well, which is really nice. And then, oh, I didn't even see this. There's a little label. There's some leaves. So you can stamp leaves, and then these cut out the stamped leaves and cut out some of the stamped flowers as well. So what I found when I was doing this is you really need, you do need a piece of paper, even though I love using my glass mat, because I'm using the blending brushes. I'm using these. So I'm going to use, for the purples, I'm going to use Fresh Freesia as my light color, Highland Heather as the medium, and then the Gorgeous Grape as the darker color. So we'll see how that comes out. I may try it another way too. I may try and do this one twice and see if I like it better with the Fresh Freesia, the Petunia Pop, and the Highland Heather, and then leaving off the Gorgeous Grape. But we'll see. We'll try it. We'll try it a couple different ways. That's the thing about this. You have to play with them. Too bad my scrap girl isn't there. I know. Hey, Cindy. It's good to see you. Okay, I typed up the tutorial this afternoon, so I just need to proof it, and then I can send everything out for the class that I did on Thursday night. And my next class will be not this Thursday, but a week from this Thursday. And I have 2 designs in mind and have not finished them yet. So it was quite the weekend this weekend. Anyway, I did have a good time. I went up to Hampton and I enjoyed myself. I relaxed a little bit. Okay, so what's cool about these masks is they have this little notch in the corner, and you have to figure out how okay, so I've got these little flowers here, I've got 2 roses here, and I have 1 rose here. So this is going to go this way. So what I found, the other thing that I found is, and this is why I wanted to use the paper, you do need to attach these so that they don't slide. And the main reason that I wanted to use the paper is once you get this all set up, whoops, there we go. Okay, the flowers are over here. There we go. The first one is the hardest. So you line this up, and it's interesting because you think you have the whole thing lined up and then one part is not. So you have to just kind of keep moving it like little by little. And then I put a piece of tape on here, and then I used a pencil and did this, which is why it's very hard to do this on the glass. I guess you could use a marker, because we can use a marker on this glass, but it may get erased if you do that. So because they do kind of wipe off, and I've had them wipe off on my hands as I'm going along. So, okay, so what I want to do is I want to do these flowers, the little flowers in the petunia. So I'm going to use that first, and I'm using my little brush. And the other hardest part is only getting the pieces that you want to get. Okay, and there's a couple of little buds here, and there's a couple of buds here. So we're going to do that. Okay, and now I want to use the Fresh Freesia as my lighter layer. So that's a shade lighter than the Petunia Pop. So I'm going to use that here. And what I'm doing is I'm rubbing this on like this, and then I'm going to, oops, rub off a little bit. Uh-oh. I may need to... Rose, I need someone to re-ink this for me. So all I'm going to do is... So I take a knife or a spoon, whichever, and I just kind of move this around and make sure that I'm spreading it out so that I don't have kind of blobs of ink. And now let's try this. Oh yeah, I think I'm getting some now. Yep, a little bit more. So that's better. Okay, so I'm just going to brush this on. So this is the Fresh Freesia, so that's going to be our light color. And the thing that I found with the masks is it's a little bit harder when you're working with multiple colors. Even though our colors coordinate, sometimes it's a little hard to, when you're using a blends brush, or marker, I'm sorry, a blends marker, it's easier. You can take multiple colors and you can kind of run them together. And it's harder to do that with a blending brush. So now we're going to take Highland Heather. And we're going to take mask 2, and these are numbered. There's a little number under the notch. So I've just been setting them aside. And this should be 2. So we're going to line this up. So once you've done the first one, you can kind of line it up using the notch. And then you can line it up with the design. There we go. Okay. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Highland Heather. There we go. And I'm just going to lightly go over that. And you can see how some of this is masked off. Can you see there where the mask is over? Let me see if I can get a little bit closer. There we go. Can you see that better? Yeah, now you can. Okay. Okay. So there's mask number 2. Oh yeah, and you can see the difference between the Highland Heather and the Petal Pop. Or Fresh Freesia. Sorry, Fresh Freesia. And now I'm going to go with the Gorgeous Grape. So this is mask number 3. So again, I'm going to line this up. Start there. Okay, so this one has the centers for the little flowers. So I'm going to use yellow for that, or crushed curry. There we go. I'm not sure what these little flowers are, if they're forget-me-nots or some type of a daisy. I'm not really sure. There we go. There's last one is Gorgeous Grape, right? Now we've got Gorgeous Grape. So Gorgeous Grape is a dark purple. So we'll see how this looks with. I can see it getting darker. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now I got it. Oh, I see what I did. Okay. I'm getting there. Almost there. Okay. Ta-da! Okay, so this I'm going to So I've used Granny Apple Green, which is a lighter green. Oh, that's pretty. I like that combination. That looks really pretty. This might be my favorite combination so far. Okay, and now I'm going to use just a little bit of Old Olive. Okay. I did try that this afternoon, but I don't have the right type of paintbrush. You need a very narrow one. And so my experiment did not turn out well. So, okay, so now what I've been doing is I have a little glass of water over here. Okay, I want to move this out of the way. And I'm just going to clean these. And it comes right off with water and a paper towel. Or you could use a baby wipe would work too, as well. And then I put them back in order. Got this. Now, what do we want to do with this? Actually, I do like this color combination. Okay, so pull that off. And we have the option, we can cut this out with the die, or we can use it as is. I did take a piece of the Petal Pop. Oh, somewhere I have a white, there we go. I have a white card base here. I took a piece of the Petal Pop. And this is a piece of this year's designer paper, colored designer paper. So for each color that we have, there are 4 patterns for each color. So, and those are available in all the colors. Okay. Oops. Okay, I'm going to trim a little bit off there. Okay, let's put this on here. And I cut a piece of the Petal Pop designer paper here. We can put, and let's put that on. Okay. And now let's do, yeah. Oh, I like that. That's really pretty. So should I put this like, should it go like this? Or should it go like this? That's pretty. Let's put this on like this. Okay, I brought over my Petal Pop Blends marker. And with a blends marker and or a Sharpie, anything that's a permanent marker, you can color your gems, especially if they don't start colored. Oops, I have 6. Okay. So let's take Petal Pop again. I love this new color. This is just such a nice shade of pink. Pink purple, I guess, because it's a little bit pink and it's a little bit purple. This is a good color combination with the purples and the pinks. I really like that. So these are the other two that I did. I want to try, so I did this one with this is Pretty in Pink, the Fresh Freesia, and the Petal Pop. So this one starts with the Petal Pop. Oh, no, it doesn't. I'm sorry. It starts with the Fresh Freesia and goes to the Highland Heather and then the Gorgeous Grape. And then this one, I used a piece of the Unbounded Love designer paper. And then this one is the Petal Pink, Peach Pie, and Calypso Coral. Very light Calypso Coral over that because Calypso Coral can be really dark at times. So, and I do want to try this one over again. I'm not necessarily going to make the whole card right now, but I just want to play around with the red while I am here because I did it a little while ago and I started with Poppy Parade and I just felt like that was too light. So I'm not necessarily going to make a whole card with this, but I do want to try the red combination again because I know that I love red roses. Let's get this lined up. So I have, okay, here's the 3 little flowers here. Yay. Okay, so right there. And then I'm going to make my little V. And this is mask number 1. So I'm going to use the blue to do these little flowers. And now we're going to use the red to do the base of the flower. So what I want to get is a good red that's not too light or too dark. There we go. Oh, that's a good, yeah, I like that. I just have that one little splotch of blue there. Okay. There we go. Okay. We'll take that off. Mask 1. Okay, so now mask 2. So I'm going to do a little bit more with the blue. So not as much of the flower part is exposed. So we're just shading part of the leaves that we shaded before. And now I'm going to do the next shade of red. So this one, I'm doing the same red that I was using before. I'm still using real red, but I'm going to do it a little bit darker. I think this is going to give me the look that I want. I just felt like the Poppy Parade was too light. It was almost pinky. Okay. I'll take that off. And now we're going to do the last shade. So we're going to use the Cherry Cobbler now. And for these flowers, I'm going to use the Crushed Curry to do the center of the flowers. Oops. Okay. And now we've got the Cherry Cobbler. So the darkest shade of red that we have. Oh yeah, that's dark. And now it's time to do, oops, leaves. Okay, and I need my green. And I'm going to start with Granny Apple Green, and then I'm going to go to Old Olive. So that's kind of a yellow green. And then what I like about Old Olive, it's a darker shade, but it is also kind of a yellow green, not a green green. It's darker. Okay, now we have a bunch of dirty masks again. Oh, wow, I like that. I like that combination. Very red. So I like this one better than this, because this to me was almost started out as pinky instead of red. So there's my cards for tonight. Where did I put the other? There we go. Here's the pink, and here's the purple. Put that right up there. Here's the purple and the red. Okay. Yeah, I definitely like that deeper red better. I really like that. Okay, so hey, thank you for stopping by tonight. I forgot to print off my host code. There it is. Okay, my host code for the month of May is 2TXMGJQ3. So if you have an order ready and you'd like to put one in, use the host code if your order is under $150. And if so, I will send you an embellishment, maybe a ribbon or an embellishment, something that I have. Usually what I like to do is check and see what you've ordered and then try and pick something that goes with what you've ordered. So, okay, thank you so much for stopping by tonight, and enjoy the rest of your week. Take care.